guys. Hi, we
Yay.
see some clients. Hi, Mia. Okay, perfect. Let's go. Hello, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I love that we can just click a button and then just go live everywhere and just be
I was
like all over the place.
literally I was literally just thinking that. So blessed. It's so fun, so expansive. What a blessing technology is and just the opportunity, yeah, just to be with everyone. And I feel all of you guys. So thank you so much wherever you are watching us. We see you.
Mm.
We feel you. Hey Mia, what up, girl? Yay. Awesome.
Yeah,
Cheers, everyone.
this will be a short one. This will be a short one this Friday just to chat about how to stay and activate and stay in your zone of genius. So first off, for everybody that's brand new to us, welcome to Divine Femme. Vanessa and I help spiritual entrepreneurs launch and scale their businesses online so that they can make a massive impact in the world. We help the change makers, the leaders, the transformation catalysts. We help them get started, launch online, and scale their business because ultimately we want to help make the biggest impact as possible. And we believe that when you are in your zone of genius and when you are sharing your message with the world and your gift with the world, you're going to be a much higher contribution when you are answering the call of your soul. This is who we serve. This is something that you cannot deny. This is something it's been in you since you were born. This is something you've come here to do in this lifetime, and it's on your heart, it's on your soul, and it's not something that you can't get out of it as hard as you try. And as hard as you try, and I wanted to say this, as much as you try to fit in and as much as you try to sacrifice or compromise or wish sometimes even that you could just be like everybody else, that you could just go out and compromise, or you could just go out and settle, or why can't I just be like everyone else and not want this so fucking bad? Why can't I just go out there and just go do what anybody else is doing? Like go do the thing, go do the job, make the money, go travel and call it a day, and just have this beautiful life. Those are options to all of us, but there's something inside of us that's calling us that's deeper than that. And you know this, and this is not something that you're going to be able to shake in this lifetime. This is something that just gets louder and louder and louder
Girl,
until you answer the call.
it's so funny. We're so aligned, Sarah. I was literally last night just talking with my best friend about this and how, yeah, totally have been there. If anyone has been there too, where you try to suppress it or whatever because it can be scary, it can be whatever, but that's why it's so fun. I love what Sarah and I do, just making it more fun, more accessible, more easy, more in flow for you, because it does get louder and louder. And the more that we try to divert away from that, we're losing the impact that we could have right now when we step up past the imposter syndrome, past all the doubts, the sabotage, the fears, procrastination, perfectionism, all the stuff we help work through and our clients have before they come to us. Like when you get beyond that, and now we have people that are in their zone of genius, they're thriving. And when you align, you click in, it's just so much effing fun. And there's no limit with what you can do and what you can create and how much you can expand and how many people you can touch and move and impact and create with. So literally, I feel you. That was such a good introduction, my girl. Yay. I
Yeah,
love
and
it.
perfectly segues into this topic today. So when we talk about really stepping into this and activating your zone of genius and staying in your zone of genius, because so many spiritual entrepreneurs, this is really important. They are one woman shows when they find us, and we primarily help female spiritual entrepreneurs, new paradigm leaders, spiritual coaches, light workers, and healers. And coaches, speakers, however it's manifesting in the 3D world. They're writing books, they're speaking, they're hosting retreats, like all of the things, right? But when they come to us, they're a one woman show and they're trying to wear all the hats in their business, which is sucking them actually out of their zone of genius, right? So when you start a business, you're going to have marketing, you're going to have accounting, you're going to have business development, you're going to have research, you're going to have tech stuff, you're going to have collaborations, you're going to have all of these things. And it's really important that you stay within your own creative flow as much as possible, especially when you're just starting out. But even though when you're just starting out, there is going to be probably a little bit more of trying to figure it out, which is why people resonate when they land on us, because they know they're getting frustrated with this and they know they want to scale. They know they want more freedom. They know they want more time so they can stay more in their zone of genius. Yes, they want to be abundantly supported, and there's no shame in wanting to be abundantly supported in your mission work. And yes, they want to travel, and yes, they want luxury things, whether that luxury to them looks like hanging out in nature, or luxury to them looks like flying around the world, whatever the case may be. Luxury is subjective, right? But
Mhm.
the one thing is that they know that they have to have more structure and stability in their business in order to do this, in order to stay in their zone of genius. So first off, let's talk about how activating your zone of genius, and then we can talk about staying in your zone of genius, because these are two separate things.
Mhm. Mhm.
Recognizing that what you are masterful at is not necessarily your zone of genius. So you can be really good at, like, I'm really good at cranking out a sales funnel page, a funnel. That's not my zone of genius. This is something that needs to be outsourced in my business, because this is not keeping me in my creative flow. This is not my zone of genius that nobody else can emulate, duplicate, or do aside from me. And it's coming from my creative force, from my creative energy. Does this make sense? So for me in my business, and for Vanessa, it looks like, no one's going to be able to take the place of um, what we're doing right now, for example. Showing up and being our most authentic versions of ourselves, just sharing and front facing, allowing people to get to know us and be in our energy. No one else is going to be able to do that for us, because we're the face of our brand. And this is where we are able to help activate our own zone of genius and flow. Like, and this dives deeper, because you have your genius, and it's almost synonymous with your gift. And so your
Mhm.
gift is also something that you've likely been suppressing as well. So
Mhm.
you've either been shying away from your most authentic expression, or it could be behind the scenes what you're doing in your coaching containers. This also would be part of your gift. This is something that other people are not going to be able to emulate for you. When your ability to hold space, your ability to activate others, your ability to be a transformational catalyst, and your ability
Mhm.
to be this high priestess open channel that the divine gets to create through. This is your unique expression, whether it's front facing to the public or whether it's behind the scenes with your clients. This is part of leading you to tapping into your true, authentic gifts that you were born with.
Mhm.
Leading, standing in your bold expression. Like, these are things that you have been probably gifted with for a long time, being in this space where you're able to help others see more clearly. Like, you have an innate gift or a knack or ability to be able to help in a very
Mhm.
unique, specific way. And tapping into that is the first step in order to activate it, being really clear on what that is, and recognizing that it's not necessarily what you're good at or what you're masterful at. These are
Yeah.
things that can actually be really sneaky and suck you out of your genius, because your genius is a little bit less, it's a little bit more magical. It's a little bit less tangible. It's a little bit harder to put a label on it necessarily. It's not like, oh, my genius is sales, or oh, my genius is marketing, or oh, my genius is funnels, or oh, my genius is tech, or something like that. Like, and that's fine. That could be your genius. So
Mhm.
we're not saying that those are bad things. We help specifically spiritual entrepreneurs that are channels and transformational catalysts and activators on the path for others, to help them see more clearly their true essence of who they truly are. So if this is one of your innate abilities as a light worker, as a teacher and a healer, this is your gift, part of your gift. And everybody's
Mhm.
gift is unique. And so this is why it's so fun in Sacred Leader Academy Module 1, really helps you dive into really owning your gift.
Mhm.
Because as you dive deeper into this, oftentimes your gift is something that you've been shamed for your whole life, and that you've been running from
Mhm.
or hiding from. And so really embracing your unique, authentic gift. It's a
Mhm.
process that we guide you through. And this is something you want to ask yourself if you're in your business doing a lot of the things. How many of these things are what you are not? How many of these things are just something you either feel you're good at, feel you have to do because you haven't learned to outsource it yet, or feel that um, this is just something that is required for you to do, or something like that. Or maybe it's even fun for you, and maybe it's even a creative outlet, but it's still not your genius. For example, it's really creative. I can dive into doing a sales page, and I can dive into that, and it's really creative because now I get to play with colors and shapes and words, and I get to create something that's aesthetically pleasing at the end of the day. That can suck me into a wormhole for a long time and
Mhm.
take hours and hours, and it's fun and it's creative. I'm still not going to do it better than someone else that is just their unique genius and gift. But I'm good at it, I'm fun, and it's creative, but it's not my gift. And I can get it can suck up a lot of time. And this is where it
Mhm.
can get really, really sneaky, because these things that you're masterful at or good at can be really sneaky for you to cling on to, because it gives you a sense of accomplishment or safety or security that is not fully stepping into and activating your unique gift, which is not like anybody else, which is going to make you shine brighter than
Mhm.
any of these other activities, and also cause a lot of the fears to come up, that come up with not dimming your light, shining brighter in your own light. All of those fears that come up around, um, being not accepted for who you truly are, for people not liking what you're going to say, um,
Mhm.
and things like that, or whatever the case may be. Like, so first and foremost, this is a sneaky one. Are you spending time in something that you feel you're good at, or that could even be a creative endeavor, but not really what your unique genius is? And can someone else do that better? That's a
Mhm.
real important question to ask, because as you grow, part of staying in your genius is being able to outsource everything that is not that.
Mhm.
Everything that is not your unique creative expression, that is God working through you, that is divine working through you, whether that's front facing to the public or behind the
Mhm.
scenes to your clients, whatever that may be. It's time to start outsourcing, systematizing, outsourcing, and getting that in front of someone else. For
Yeah.
example, I want to give a shout out. We did this on the other day, but it didn't take because of technology. I want to give a shout out to Emily, our podcast expert. She takes everything that we do when we show up in our genius like this, and we show up with our
Mhm.
fullest expression, and we just go uncensored and raw and real. And that's our values, is no perfectionism, nothing overly edited or anything like that. Like, she'll take that though, and she then repurposes it and does it to our podcast and all of our other platforms, and puts it in a blog post, and does copywriting for us and this and that. And she has her own team, and that's her genius, and she's amazing at it. We could do that if we wanted to. We could take the
Mhm.
time to go do that. It's not difficult to do some of those technical steps, right? We could easily download the audio, publish it to a
Mhm.
podcast, and blah, blah, blah. That's not something that we can allow ourselves to do here in Divine Femme, because it is immediately bogging us down with busy work. That is
Mhm.
not our genius, when she is so much better and creative within her own space to be doing that for us.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? And so, if you, just on a side note, if you're looking to either start a
Mhm.
podcast, or you're looking to grow your podcast and grow your reach, or streamline yourself and get more impact and reach out, we can always connect you with Emily.
She's
But does this
awesome.
make,
We love you,
yeah,
Emily.
yeah,
Yes.
is this making sense?
It's so good. And you know what? I love that we just talked about so much, you guys. Cannot wait to hear what resonates. But let's, for a second, kind of round this all out and break this down and really keep it stupid simple. Okay. Why activate and stay in your zone of genius? Because if you resonate with us, you want the highest impact in the quickest, easiest, most fun, aligned way. You want to get to sales, because when you are selling, you are putting someone, you're the vehicle for them to go through a transformation. Sales or genius, that's a whole other topic. But when we here's what we got to do too. I want to challenge us. So right now, if you have your own business, if you're looking to start one, ask yourself why you wouldn't humble your ego. I know how much you care, gorgeous soulpreneur. You want to help everyone. You want to do everything. You want to do it all. It's a little bit, I'm going to call it, of a control issue, because why are you not releasing and outsourcing the control and the trust and the faith to other people? It's because, one, you either don't trust them, or two, you don't trust yourself to do that. So it's really an act of faith and trust, which we are big on, right? But the whole purpose
Mhm.
of this, you guys, is also the fun. Like Divine Femme, SLA, Sacred Leader Academy, we're all about the fun too. How much more fun does it feel to fully shine? Like, there's an energy, if you relate with us, if you resonate, there's an energy that flows through that is just hella more fun and expansive and creative and impactful. When you have the energy, your cup is full because you stay in your zone of genius. It's activated AF, instead of you going down the rabbit hole of the busy work, to prove to your ego that you're accomplished, or whatever self sabotaging things we say. We have to cut all that. It really is we got to put our CEO hats on, like Sarah, spiritual CEO. If and since I know you want a successful running business, you've got to learn the business tools like this, right? In any business, especially a solopreneur business. And the outsourcing, the activating, and staying in your zone of genius what it does is it streamlines you to your higher
Mm.
impact and success, which in turn helps your clients, which in turn helps the world. Because again, if you are resonating with want to impact the consciousness. And you, gorgeous soul, your fear or your control or perfectionism or scattered all over the place because you haven't sat down and given yourself the time to be like, all right, what is my zone of genius? And master that and own that and shine that. It's really such a disservice to you, to your business, and all the people you're meant to help. So bringing that around full circle, why? Why are we having this conversation? To activate and stay in your zone of genius is because if you resonate with us, and I know you do, you want more fun, more flow, more freedom, more impact, more income, because you know that's what your soul is calling for, to open up so much
Mm.
space to help more people, to give yourself that time to integrate so you can fill your cup, so you can give more to your business and your clients. That's the reason. And again, just
Yeah, it's
breaking it
really,
down. Yeah, go ahead, girl. I just want to throw that in. Just like keeping
yeah.
it simple. Why even talk about this? That's why. That's the key.
Yeah, so real quick, just to round it out, just so we can, wrap up. We'll just share some easy ways where you should probably be outsourcing sooner than later, and this would be obviously part of your marketing. You want to be outsourcing your marketing. You want to be outsourcing lead generating activities, whether that be to a virtual assistant or to an ad campaign or whatever. You want to be outsourcing anything that's like a standard operating procedure for your business. So like things that you're doing repeatedly over time that can be documented and systematized and then outsourced to a VA or a project manager. And I know that sounds like a lot when you're just starting out, so we usually just start when you first start. We help you by outsourcing part of your sales activities in order for you to generate revenue quickly so you can start hitting your revenue goals. So revenue generating activities, lead generating activities. A lot of our clients will go out and also hire marketing VAs in order to assist them with the pages and this and that they're putting out there. But one of the things that we really pride ourselves in Sacred Leader Academy is starting at bare bones with the least amount of techie stuff and the least amount of things to do, as far as technicals, so that you can start generating revenue very, very quickly. And I'll just share that most of our clients, if they do follow the formula, are hitting their revenue goals with nothing more than what you already have in your business, which is Calendly, Zoom, and a free social media account and a way for someone to pay you. It's very, very simple. Does not have to be more complicated than that. And then as you grow, you outsource, the rest of the stuff that we teach you. And so this is just really key, you guys. And it's not just from an energetic standpoint, because obviously you're going to be more aligned energetically with your zone of genius and what wants to be created through you. And you're obviously magnetizing everything that you do at that point when you're able to stay in that. This is tapping into this flow state, tapping into your creative genius and maintaining it. And you're not going to be able to do that if you are one woman show and making everything your responsibility, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And I just want to end on that, because so many of our clients, I'm just going to call it out that this is a trauma response to to feeling like you have to carry everything on your own shoulders and you have to do it all yourself because you don't feel it's safe to rely on others. You don't feel it's safe to open up and trust others. You don't feel it's safe to release that control. So Vanessa nailed it. And this is really something that really opening up and healing that once and for all so you can grow your business like a business and not be so constricted by your own words and actions and deeds. This is huge. And so it's really about coming into alignment energetically, but also recognizing that in order to have that flow in your business, it does, and stay in your zone of genius, it's going to require structure and strategies in place that support you so the feminine essence can really flow through your business. Otherwise, it's going to feel like overwhelm. It's going to feel like burnout. It's going to feel like frustration. You're not going to be doing as good as someone else that is their zone of genius. Someone else is going to do a better sales page than you. Someone else is going to do a better landing page than you. Someone else will be able to put your funnel together better and quicker. Someone else will do your blog better. I promise
Mhm.
you. as much as you like to dive into the details and go down the rabbit hole and stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning working on your perfect website, so it looks really pretty, but no one's
Mhm.
landing on it and no one's hiring you and no one's like enrolling in your program.
Have been there. I've been there.
Is that hitting home for some people? You
Mhm,
know, you
mhm.
can continue to go down that rabbit hole over and over and over again. I can swear to God, the quick, like, let's suck you out of that mindset, out of those habitual patterns, and get you in a place where you can trust and you can streamline and you can grow your business like a boss and you can scale it
Mhm,
and you can make the impact you're here to make and have the freedom that you're here to experience and use it however you wish and however your soul is
mm.
calling you to do so.
So good. So good. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much for being with us. Happy Friday. If this resonates, which I know it does, your next step, go to either one of our bios and watch our ABC masterclass where we dive in a little bit deeper. And if that really resonates, there's an opportunity to book a free impact assessment call with my girl, Sarah. And it's a powerful call. She does this whole diagnostic, close the gaps, and really helps you launch powerfully. So definitely head over there, guys. We're so excited to welcome you into the SLA family, and we'll see you on the inside. Happy Friday, love. Great job.
I'm gonna say